Mike, give us an idea of the scope of the inventory that's available now through the merger.
Sure. Yeah, so the focus of our offering now is scale, targeting, and cross-screen. So let me start with scale. We can now reach 26 million pay TV homes. What does that mean? It's a quarter of all pay TV homes in the US. So if you start with a traditional, what we call cluster buy, where you're buying a group of news networks or a group of sports networks, you can now, through one buy through AT&T, reach 25% of all the pay TV homes in America with that buy. Take something like sports. You want to buy a spot in a particular sports program, the Final Four, let's say. We have 25% of the pay TV homes, but we over-index in terms of sports viewership. So with one buy from AT&T, you can now reach upwards of 35% of all the viewers of any given sports program that's on. Tremendous scale that's rivaled only probably by the network on which the program's running, frankly. If you look at our IPTV backbone and our interactive television scale now, you can buy a 24/7 branded channel where your brand runs 24/7 and is positioned in front of 26 million eyeballs every day. Again, a quarter of all pay TV households. So that tremendous scale really sets us apart from our competitors. If we look at the targeting aspect, we now can take 12 million DirecTV households and reach them with our addressable, very precise addressable targeting capability. We can also take the combined DirecTV and UVerse households now and reach them with our TV Blueprint audience targeting product. And the combination of those two products is something we call Addressable Plus, which puts the best of both worlds together and reaches all 26 million houses. And finally, Andy, we put all this together and do it across screens now. So as viewership moves from traditional televisions in the household or in the living room, and it moves to smartphones and tablets, we now will follow consumers onto those devices and give them the similar scale.
Mike, could you explain a little bit more about addressable and what that means for advertisers, and how much inventory out of an hour of programming, for example, will be addressable, and how that will roll out and what the state of that is?
So we can scale the inventory availability based on demand. So there's really no limitation there. Literally every impression that we have could ultimately be addressable if the demand is there. So that's not an issue. There's plenty of inventory. The way that we do this, let me just give you an example, because I'll weave addressable with TV Blueprint and then ultimately the combination, which we call Addressable Plus. So if you're a major auto manufacturer and you're trying to reach women luxury car owners whose leases are about to expire, we would do a match. We would get that custom list from that auto manufacturer. We would match it to our 12 million DirecTV households. And hypothetically, let's say 3 million of our households match that target list. We would deliver that luxury automaker's ad to those women whose leases are about to expire only in those 3 million households. So there's no waste. You're only reaching the target audience that you want to reach. However, chances are women luxury car owners tend to watch the same programming. So whether their leases are about to expire or not, that auto manufacturer may want to get their message in front of that audience, knowing that down the road that audience will be interested in buying a car. So we take that 3 million homes that we've targeted addressably, we pull the set-top box viewership data from 24 million set-top boxes that we have access to, and we find the networks, the days, and the day parts that target audience watches most often, and then we run a media schedule into those networks, days, and day parts across all 26 million homes. So you're reaching the precise target audience with addressable. You're reaching the programming that audience watches across all 26 million of our homes with Blueprint, and the combination of those two are what we now call Addressable Plus. And that's really what's new post-merger.